Hi guys, welcome to another cooking video. So I was making some banana fudge and I thought, you know what, let's turn the camera on and get started. So this is my banana fudge. I actually started mashing the banana before I even pressed record because it's like automatic. But this is one banana and just mash it all up. I mean, you could put this whole mixture into a blender if you wanted to and blend it. I just like to have few banana chunks. So it's one banana mashed up. Then next you're going to need some oat flour. So this is 30 grams of oats, rolled oats that I blended up to make to a fine flour. And then you're just going to mix the flour and the banana together. Now this can take a tiny little bit of work because you really got to mix them all in. That's why I said blending could be an option if you can't be bothered to do this. Personally, me, I just like to have a few little banana chunks in my fudge, so that's why I usually do it by hand. So you mix it all up until it kind of turns into a bit of a softy dough. I don't know if you know softy is a word, but you know, but soft dough. But nothing that you could roll out onto a kitchen side. So it needs to stay in the bowl. And then you're going to add 24 grams of nut butter. Now I have got natural peanut butter here, only made from peanuts. But you can use any nut butter or seed butter that you would like to have. So you mix that in with the oats and the already mashed banana. I love peanut butter, so I was like really making sure that I got all the peanut butter out of that tub. And then like I just said, mix it all in. Now, if you are going to blend this up, chuck it all in the blender and just whiz it up. It will just be that much simpler. But again, it's your choice what you'd like to do. So far we have one mashed banana, we have 30 grams of oat flour, and we have 24 grams of nut or seed butter. So work with whatever you want and let me know how it goes. I have done this with almond butter and it tastes divine, but I've never done it with a seed butter. So if you do it with seed butter, like tahini or anything like that, do let me know how that worked out and I might give it a go myself. Okay, so once I've got everything off the spoon, I'm then going to add some more ingredients. I feel like I'm taking forever. Okay, so next you want 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. I just poured it into the cup because I was lazy and poured it all over. And then once I've done that, I'm then going to put 20 grams of dark chocolate chips in with it as well. Now here I got a little bit lost. I was like, do I leave some and put some out on the side? I couldn't make up my mind, but I decided to just chuck them all in. So I chucked them all in and then again give it a huge mix. So all the chocolate chips were mixed in with the peanut butter, the flour and the mashed banana. Okay, so once I've done all that and really give it a good mix, I then put it into some little tiny silicone things. So these are really small and diddy ones, and I ran out of circle ones because I've already made some previously. So I put a little heart one for my little boy to have when he comes home from school, actually from his dad's, because he's with his dad today. So all I do is I get a teaspoon and I use 1 teaspoon to pop into each of the silicone molds. I prefer using the silicone ones because they're easier to pop out, and also when I use the paper ones, there always seems to be paper stuck on to these because I freeze them, and it's just a nightmare and I can't be bothered with it. So silicone ones are always my favourite one. You can do these in big silicone cups if you want to as well, or you could do it as a loaf. I've done it as a loaf before and just cut it up into slices. That was absolutely delicious as well. So whatever works for you, I just find these are really easy, bite size. You're not going to eat too many of them. Great size for kids as well because they're really healthy and really delicious as well. If you wanted to add honey into the mix or maple syrup, that would work as well if you want it a little bit sweeter, or just leave your bananas to ripen a little bit more and that will make it sweeter too. So whatever works for you. And that is pretty much it, really. That is how you do it. I do make sure that they're all leveled out and all evened out. And then you just put them in the freezer for an hour or two. or you could put them in overnight. I usually do them overnight. One, because I make sure they're completely solid, but two, probably the most accurate, I forgot that they were in there. So like I said before, I've already made these before. These are something I make on a regular basis, especially in the warm weather. These are really nice to have. I wouldn't take them out of the freezer and take them out on a day out. They are literally like ice cream. You take them, here we go, and you just have them straight away. If you leave them out, they'll defrost them out and it'll be just disgusting. It'll be like a whole goop. But this is them. This is what they look like after coming out of silicone cases. So they're not beautiful, but they are delicious. I put them in a Tupperware tub, squash the lid down and pop them in, so I grab them whenever I want. So there we go. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you try them, and have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.